With Omnivore Bladeworks. It's May 6th, 2016, and my Canon filled up with video on a small card, I guess, and so I'm switching over to the new smartphone that I got for the business, so that I can do this very thing without having to run upstairs and use the big camera or who knows what, and to see if this video quality is good or not. What you're looking at now is a modification of the Jackal Tomahawk, which has a different handle and a front spike, which is all sharpened under there. You've probably seen this before if you've watched the channel. But the sheath that I've worked on for that particular tomahawk, or the style of tomahawk, is right here, and you can see the outline. Basically, it's a very simplistic, minimalist sheath, so you could actually tuck this into your belt if you wanted to, like an old traditional Indian tomahawk, and pull it out and put a little strap through a couple of these rivets, and then yank the tomahawk off. I can't do it with one hand, I'm holding the camera, so if that works, hopefully it will. I don't really know. I feel like that would be fine if you carried such a thing in a pack, or only needed your tomahawk for times when you could get at it quickly, or if you're carrying it in your hand, you didn't want to fall on a sharp thing, you could have basically an edge guard, versus the original Jackal sheath, which has molly webbing and a locking pinhole. I gotta stop saying so often. That's why I made another video just now. Anyway, I've got the the concealed carry tomahawk sheath. I made 3 of those for 3 tomahawks. We've got tan, we've got there goes the again. We've got tan with a sort of green camouflage, and then one side is textured handle. I may probably do that the same job to the other side as much as I can replicate. And then Jeff, this one's yours, so you've got sheath ready to go. I'll probably send you some strapping material with it, and then if you want to texture the handle, I think it feels great smooth. So both of these are great smooth. You could throw them, you could let go if you wanted to. You need to huck one at somebody. I mean, like a White Walker or a zombie. There are some Kodiak swords that are ready to go. This one is for, I can't remember. This one's for Colin. And then Oliver, yours, I still need to make new sheaths, because for some reason the one that I've got for you right here, the green sheath that I had cut out for it, this guy right here, it just does not fit, so I gotta make a new one. So maybe it'll fit something else later, but it doesn't fit that one. And then Jeff, here's the extra. I think I was doing this when I was making that last sheath for you, for the Parvis. So I can send you these guys, but I don't know if they'll work or not. I'll just send them. Then it's been raining all week until today, so I've got blades that need logos, and I need to do some more Cerakoting on various things. All these tomahawks out here still need Cerakote, ETAs, and some Campaxes, and some 3B ultralights, and then some demo grade Nubis, or no, 3B Spartans, I guess you call them. And then I'm keeping these because they're rejects, so I'm going to throw them and see if I can break them. Today I've been basically working on sheaths, and then now this video. So I've got Kydex, and I've got my box of wooden models, all the different design ideas I've had over the past 6 years or so. And then the sheath jigs I was using today, which I use for molding, and for drilling and for trimming. And then there's the Molly adapter plate jig. So I cut those out on the bandsaw, and then I drill the holes, and then I trim them out on this router table, and so they turn out like this. So you've got a big hole right here in the middle for locating, because I don't have any smaller pins than 1/4 inch, so I use a 1/4 inch in the middle. They don't really do anything, they're just there for locating, and then they attach to the tomahawk in these positions, here, here, and there, like this, on the outside of the sheath. And then the malice clips attach here and there. And then you can have either a left, right-handed sheath, and usually what I do is I will say, if you're a left-handed person and you're a gun-toting person like I am, then you're going to want to have your tomahawk on your left hip, and so you can carry your gun on your right hip. So those are all for your left hip, and it almost looks like I only have one for my right hip, because there's about 1 in 10 people are left-handed. The funny thing is that 3 of my best friends from college are left-handed, which is, I find, uncanny. Ooh. I have more blades that are ready for camouflage on the Cerakoting station. So I've got a Horribilis that's a bronze base coat that's going to get grizzly camouflage, which is kind of like a tan and black and maybe brown. And there's a Smith Gray Anubis, and then there's the I don't know what that is. I think that's tan, maybe Smith Gray. That's a mid-sized tomahawk, kind of two of a kind. I'm not going to probably make those anymore. Then there's a tan Americanus with a welded-on steel pommel, which is going to turn out really nice. I'm going to camouflage that, put the handle on, it'll be done. Another Anubis in Smith Gray, and then Lynn, this is your bronze Anubis, ready for camouflage, to go with either this sword or this sword, which is a smooth back, hooker back, and then there's the other one, which is this old sawback, which is in the other room. So I need to talk to you before we go on with that. Got some O-ring material so I can make some vacuum hold down fixtures with the new vacuum table, which I skipped for some reason. Got a drag knife for making new camouflage stencils, so maybe we'll have a chance to make we might have to make our own camo pattern and then put it on the computer and cut it out with the CNC router, which is actually working now. Yay! So we've got vacuum dust collection. I've made 2 things on here so far. The jigs for the concealed carry tomahawk, which you saw before, and it didn't make much dust. You can see I've got no CM netting around the spindle, and then I've got this foot, which obviously needs to probably have a magnetic attachment instead of Velcro, because the adhesive just doesn't, it seems to come off. And I got some brushes in the back, so I think what I'm going to do is do brushes all the way around except for the very front, and then have them height adjustable, because I have different bits that have different heights to them. There goes the again. Nothing going on here right now, at least nothing important. Vacuum table. This is the tank that would be a reservoir tank for our vacuum hold down system. There's the vacuum pump. My dad is in command of the plumbing and the controls for this system, and I'm in charge of making the vacuum table for the CNC router. So this black polyethylene is going to be the frame for the router, and then I'm going to use clear polycarbonate for the top and bottom, and then I'll be drilling holes and machining a grid into the top probably, of the polycarbonate so that I can hold down micarta and sheet goods of all kinds when we run the CNC router. This has been a longer video than I thought it would be. Happy May 6th. Hope the Cinco de Mayo festivities were a blast. We have AEBL steel out at the water jet people being cut out. This is the 3V that's already cut out, that is waiting to have my new belt sander constructed, which I'll have to do after the blade show. And there's always too many irons in the fire. And that's all I have to say about that.